everyone. Not long now until you're back at school with your friends and the teachers and back in your classrooms. Before that, we've got one more story that I'd like to read with you. And it's called The Bad-Tempered Ladybird. It's written by Eric Carle. On the back, we'll just have a look at the blurb to find out a bit more information about the book. The bad-tempered ladybird picks a fight with every animal it meets, no matter how big or small. But after a whole day of being bad-tempered, the ladybird realises that life is much better when you're in a good mood. In this comical story, Eric Carle explores the concepts of size and time, using his trademark collage style with lots of bold colours and beautiful illustrations. You can see that on the front cover, can't we? Let's take a look. I'm going to read the text and then I'll push the pictures up so you can have a good look at them. It was night and some fireflies danced around the moon. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybird flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then, a bad-tempered ladybird flew in from the right. It saw the aphids and wanted them for breakfast. Good morning, said the friendly ladybird. Go away, shouted the bad-tempered ladybird. I want those aphids. We can share them, suggested the ladybird. No, they're mine, all mine, screamed the bad-tempered ladybird. Do you want to fight me for them? Oh dear. If you insist, answered the friendly ladybird sweetly. It looked at the other ladybird straight in the eye. The bad-tempered ladybird stepped back. It looked less sure of itself. Oh, you're not big enough to fight, it said. Then why don't you pick on someone bigger? I'll do that, screeched the bad-tempered ladybird. I'll show you. And it puffed itself up and flew off. At 6 o'clock, it met a wasp. Hey you, said the bad-tempered ladybird. Want to fight? If you insist, said the wasp, showing its stinger. Oh, you're not big enough, said the bad-tempered ladybird, and flew off. And there he is, the wasp. At 7 o'clock, it saw a big stag beetle. Hey you, said the bad-tempered ladybird. Want to fight? If you insist, said the beetle, opening its jaws. Oh, you're not big enough, said the ladybird, and off it flew. And there he is. A bit big for the ladybird, isn't he? At 8 o'clock, it came across a praying mantis. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the praying mantis, and it reached out its long front legs. You're not big enough, said the ladybird, and flew off. There he is. At 9 o'clock, it almost flew into a sparrow. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the sparrow, opening its sharp beak. You're not big enough, said the ladybird, and he flew off. At 10 o'clock, it saw a lobster. Hey you, want to fight? said the bad-tempered ladybird. If you insist, said the lobster. You're not big enough, said the ladybird, and flew off. At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a skunk. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the skunk, starting to lift up its tail. You're not big enough, said the ladybird, and flew off. At 12 noon, it spotted a boa constrictor. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the snake, right after lunch. You're not big enough, said the ladybird, and he flew off. At 1 o'clock, it happened upon a hyena. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the hyena, laughing and showing its teeth. You're not big enough, said the ladybird, and flew off. At 2 o'clock it met a gorilla. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the gorilla, banging on his chest. You're not big enough, said the ladybird. At 3 o'clock it ran into a rhinoceros. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the rhinoceros, lowering his horn. You're not big enough. And he flew off. At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. Hey you, want to fight? If you insist, said the elephant, raising its trunk and showing its big tusks. You're not big enough. And he flew off. I think the elephant is pretty big. There's the ladybird, look. At 5 o'clock, it met a whale. Hey you, want to fight? But the whale didn't answer at all. You're not big enough anyway, said the ladybird, and he flew off. At 5:15, the bad-tempered ladybird said to one of the whale's flippers, Hey you, want to fight? But he got no answer, so he flew on. At 5:30, the bad-tempered ladybird said to the whale's fin, Hey you, want to fight? But got no answer, so he flew on. At 5:45, the bad-tempered ladybird said to the whale's tail, Hey you, want to fight? And the whale's tail gave the bad-tempered ladybird such a slap that it flew across the sea and across the land. And there's his tail. At 6 o'clock, the bad-tempered ladybird arrived back where it had started from. Ah, here again, are you? Said the friendly ladybird. You must be hungry. There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner. Oh, thank you, said the wet, tired, hungry ladybird. Soon all the aphids were gone. Thank you, said the leaf. You are welcome, answered both the ladybirds, and they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out and danced round the moon. And that's the end of our story. So our bad-tempered ladybird travelled all day trying to fight some of the biggest animals that we know of. And he just kept saying, You're too big, you're too big. And then the whale gave him a big slap with his tail and knocked him back to where he started from. And the friendly ladybird offered him the rest of the aphids. And he was a bit sad on himself. He said, Thank you. He was all wet and tired and hungry. So thank you for reading that story with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon. Bye.